Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber review. God damn it. I came in hot and fast on that one. What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. Got a little tongue-tied, but that's okay. It's okay. It's early in the morning. It's nice and crispy and cold. We're going to talk about SmackDown. November 3rd, 2023. I was like, Jesus, it's already November. Kevin Patrick, Corey Graves, Michael Cole on commentary. This is the go home to Crown Jewel. We started it off with LA Knight and Roman Reigns, pretty much face to face. The last send off, and I gotta say, it was a good one. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy this. I really like what Roman said. You know, what did the kids say I do? I'm cinema. That's what I am. And LA Knight, you know, he's like, what did you do? You know, I left for a bit. Now they're chanting your name. And I'm going to tell you at Crown Jewel, that ain't going to be the case. I'm going to smash you. I'm going to smash you. And LA Knight's like, okay. You know, he called him a cosplayer to LA Knight. And LA Knight's like, yo, I'll cosplay the guy that's going to whoop your ass. Nah. You know? And he gets in Roman's, and I could tell when he irritates Roman, and Roman, like, it almost came down to a fight between these two. Nick Aldis had to come out, and I think these two are gonna beat the shit out of each other, because with the back and forth banter, the back and forth everything, you know, and with, I just feel like there's some chance here for LA Knight to get that championship, but I also, too, I don't want to be, like, getting my high hopes, because I did that with Cody. I did that with Cody, and this is a big fight feel. A lot of people were comparing this, like the image of the like LA standing across from Roman, like The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know. And LA said something. He goes, "Hey, if you're, you know," after Roman said, "We're gonna smash you, bruh, and I'm gonna leave you in the desert." And LA Knight goes, "Okay, you know, if that's what you're saying, you better bring everything you have, and you better make sure I am down and out for the count in the desert, because I will come back," you know. And I was like, okay, I feel like it's a foreshadowing of being like, yeah, if LA Knight loses, he ain't going away anytime soon. So that's what I got from that. We have Kevin Owens versus Austin Theory. Start off the show. This was a fun match. Kevin Owens for the win. And he's got a new little thing, a little wrecking ball through the brick. We had Grayson Waller on commentary. This was a fun match, but I like the little ball, wrecking ball coming through the wall with the KO on it. I was like, yeah, fight Owens, fight. Kathy's with Bianca backstage, and now she's about to talk damage control attacks, because they got a big main event tonight: Bianca Belair versus Bayley. Backstage we have Logan Paul, and he meets Bobby Lashley, and the Street Profits are giving him props for popping Rey Mysterio, and he has a weigh-in tonight. And then after Logan Paul walks off, B-Fab interrupts. She's like, hey, you know, Bobby, let's talk. And I'm like, it's like, there's no more hit rows, so, you know, I need a job. So maybe she becomes the fourth member of this group. You know, I wanted Bianca, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I do like B-Fab, so we'll see what she can bring to the table. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven versus Shotzi and Charlotte. Well, they started off with the Shotzi, like, Chelsea tells her, like, this was a while, like, backstage type of thing, and she tells Shotzi, like, you bring a friend. Piper's like, she doesn't have friends. Ah! Shotzi comes out, she brings out Charlotte Flair. And then, you know, I love Chelsea so much. Like, they had such a great tag team match at Halloween Havoc, and this was just more or less just okay, and they lose the Shotzi and they lose the Charlotte. So it's just funny to me that you get such great stuff over here, then when it comes to main television, it's like, yeah, they're sort of a joke. So and I don't like that, because I think Piper is extremely talented. I think Chelsea's extremely talented, and I think she has that charisma of her character and everything like that. So next up we have Solo coming out with Paul Heyman. Paul's doing his shtick. Then Solo grabs the mic and is like, Paul, why are you wasting your breath? we're not talking to him. We're talking to Cena face to face. Cena comes out, his voice sounds like it's shot out because he's talking like this. But man, he goes, all I need is 90 seconds. All I need. He goes, we waited for you to talk for over a year, and that's all you got to say? And he calls Solo a bargain store Taz ripoff, and I was like, damn. and then he just like, bam. That's it, homie. He just walks out. I was like, damn. Ooh, well, I think we're gonna get a fight between these two. And I'm shout out to Taz being mentioned. Much love to Taz over there in AEW. Damage Control backstage, and Nick interrupts and says, hey, I want a fair fight. This is a fight that needs to be fair, right? Bailey's like, oh, whatever. He's like, I want a winner, a clear winner. And Bailey, Damage Control is, banned from ringside. Bailey's like, what the fuck? But before this happened, I liked it when Bailey's joking, like, yeah, and I beat Bianca tonight, and what about me and you face each other for the championship? He was like, excuse me? And then Bailey's like, I'm just kidding. So fast forward after Nick interrupts, tells him, Io she goes, you got this. And I was like, ooh, slowly, the rumbles are still rumbling inside Damage Control. Good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, Brawling Bruce versus Pretty Deadly. This was fun. But Pretty Deadly for the win. They're still on the rise. Yes, boy! We have Nick and Paul backstage, and Paul's trying to give some advice to Nick. And I love what Nick says here when Paul's like, hey, can I give you some advice? He's like, don't act like, what he says, don't act like I have a choice or something like that. So just say what you got to say, make it quick. I got a weigh-in to get to. And, they're talking. And then we got Rey Mysterio. Paul says, no, this Samoan here is the greatest. Roman Reigns and everything like that. And Nick's like, okay, whatever. Walks off. He gets his weigh-in. And his weigh-in was very stupid. I don't understand weigh-ins. You get your weight check, and then you get face-to-face, and then you talk a little bit of smack. But this one was entertaining in the sense of Rey Mysterio popping him with the mic. Logan Paul's like 215 or something like that, and Rey Mysterio's like 175 or I don't know. It was like a 38-pound difference. I think so. But Logan Paul, they're talking shit, and he touches Ray's head, and then Ray's like grabs the mic and says, let me tell you something. Slap! And then it is like them getting at each other. And Rey Mysterio's just like, and then Rey Mysterio pops him with the mic, and Logan's like, oh, he had a weapon. But I was like, okay, this is stupid, but I'll go with it. It's pretty silly. Next up, Bianca Belair versus Bayley. Talk about a match. Talk about a whip to the gut with that hair to get the win over Bayley. Bianca Belair, not only that, she's vengeful, folks. She's out for blood. And so she puts Bayley into the table to end the show. I was like, damn, some aggressive side of Bianca that I like. Bianca's vengeful, folks. Vengeful. I give this show a solid 4 out of 5. A lot of this is pre-taped, so it's kind of funny seeing people from the crowd from last week and stuff like that. But I say my overall favorite thing is the John Cena thing, calling Solo a rip-off Taz. Match of the night, I gotta say Kevin Owens, Austin Theory. Then second up to that is Bianca Belair versus Bayley. I give it a 4 out of 5. It's a decent go-home show. And now we're getting into the picks and predictions of Crown Jewel. I'll make my picks and predictions of what the story should go or might go. And I could be wrong. I could be full of shit. So let's talk about Crown Jewel. Let's start from the bottom. We got the kickoff show, Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough. I'm picking Sami Zayn. I don't think this feud between the Judgment Day is going to be over, but I can see him getting the win. Maybe Dominic's going to pop out. We'll see. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair for the Women's Championship. I pick Io Sky. I don't think she's losing that championship anytime soon. And if so, I think Bianca is a great champ, but I just feel like Bianca, I like this new aggressive side of Bianca. So hopefully she can keep that streak going, stay in between the lines of like what's good and what's wrong. You know what I mean? Like being like that middle ground baby face, like they're willing to be yay, but they're willing to get the job done as well. So, but I still pick Io Sky to retain her championship. Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. I got to go with Cody Rhodes. But his this feud with the Judgment Day is not over. I don't see it ending anytime soon because it's good television. So, Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio for the United States Championship. I go with Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul is going to get his first WWE Championship. It's going to be at Crown Jewel for the United States Championship. It's been in the rumblings for a bit. It's been on the rumor mill for a while. So I think Logan Paul's got this. I think hopefully it's a good match. Hopefully there's some viral moments that we can go back and be like, oh, that was the shit. So remember last year he fought Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel. So that's crazy. That's crazy. That's only a year ago. I remember being in the garage being like, breaking news, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. And that was a great match. Great fucking match. 5-way for the World Heavyweight Championship, World Women's Heavyweight Championship. Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, Zoe Starks, Shayna Baszler, and Raquel. Fatal 5-way. I'm picking Rhea to retain. She ain't losing that championship anytime soon as well. I just feel like this is a one-and-done deal. I think we'll probably continue the story with Nia Jax, and that's about it, all the way up to Survivor Series. Or we see a War Games with these competitors inside a War Games match. That would be cool. Next up, we have Seth versus Drew for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm thinking Seth's going to retain, but I got a little bit of a feeling that Drew McIntyre is going to win. I think Drew McIntyre is going to be our next World Heavyweight Champion, but I'm going with Seth. I think the only title that's going to change hands tonight is Logan Paul. And, Seth, I feel it's going to ride off into the sunset for a little bit, go heal up. He's done a great job holding that championship, but it is Seth, and he is a workhorse, so that's why I'm picking him to retain that championship. Now, Roman Reigns versus LA Knight for the Universal Championship. I'm just calling it that. This was hard because I believe LA Knight could beat Roman, but also he's not the one to beat Roman. We still have Cody and Roman. We've teased it and this and that, all the way to WrestleMania 40. I've also read that Roman's going to take some time off after this again, so we're not going to see him, and they could shock us. They could shock the world. But what does that do for Cody? Should I even think about Cody? Because Cody's on this road. He got the big main event loss, and now he has to redeem himself. It's the classic. What happened with John Cena losing to The Rock? Had the worst year of his life, and he went and faced The Rock one more time and beat The Rock, So I'm picking Roman to retain, but I don't think LA Knight's going to be. Hopefully he's not thrown into the background. Hopefully they keep the momentum going with LA Knight, and he can win a championship. Like maybe he can take out Gunther or something like that. So Roman's going to retain, and overall I think Logan Paul's going to be the only one to get a championship tonight. So we shall see. Tell me what you think of my picks and predictions. Drop those comments below. Tell me what you thought of SmackDown. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like. Yeah. Then like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo created by Penta X. And that's it. That's all, folks. I'm K&B the Sexy Ninja. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
I don't think she is. This is unnecessary. I think Bianca Belair has the right strategy here.